When we introduced radar from non-radar, we went from an environment where we couldn't see any aircraft to an environment where we could see some aircraft. And from 1952 until now, although we've improved the way we process radar, get a bigger picture, we by no means have a complete picture.
The public can't quite fathom the fact that 70% of the Earth's surface is not covered by some form of surveillance.
I believe that the impact coming from Aireon will be great, considering that currently just 30% of airspace is covered through radars. With Aireon, 100% of airspace will be covered.
It's something that will revolutionize air traffic control and the way that we fly around the world. And it'll all be done really through the incredible partnership between a unique satellite system, of which there's nothing else like it in the world, and a payload that does something that really no one ever thought could happen.
This is the first time we've ever been able to have a system where every aircraft in the world, all the time, its position is completely known accurately.
As an air navigation service provider, you want to make sure you have the safest systems available to you. And it's absolutely required if we want to maintain our reputations as being the safest or one of the safest air navigation service providers in the world.
We don't have great surveillance coverage today and not a lot of infrastructure. It's not realistic to put in ground-based surveillance. So with a total global solution and space-based ADS-B, we'll have coverage in places we've never had it before.
Aireon will have a great impact on remote regions, for example, Africa, where we have a very poor surveillance today. It will really improve the surveillance and therefore give a more safer environment.
We currently sit with an environment where we know that the coverage from a surveillance perspective, it's not at the level where we would like it to be.
With a space-based system, all the parameters and the areas of coverage can be defined and changed within a matter of days. So the flexibility of the system is really adding the biggest value.
Now having a harmonized, a single source of surveillance of which is common to everyone, so you do not have different standards as you're flying across the world.
We are one of the NSPs. We have our own network, and I think we can cover most of the 16 square kilometers of segment.
It brings this commonality and uniformity that will make it easier for many areas to adopt the same procedures.
We have in the northwestern sector of our FIR, we don't have the surveillance. So with the space-based ADS-B, we have a complete surveillance coverage in our airspace that will simplify the way we hand over air traffic.
The North Atlantic is basically full. We can't fit any more aircraft onto it, certainly not in the areas they want to fly. So we can give them better choice of routes, we can give them better choices of speed, better choices of levels, and we can do all of that while improving safety and capacity.
NAV Canada's #1 priority is safety. And there is little doubt that Aireon is going to bring an enhanced level of safety to air travel.
We can condense our spacing. We can use more efficient routes because we can turn aircraft while being able to see other aircraft and avoid them and not have to wait until they make reports that they might be late in making, might not be as accurate as we want them to be.
At this point in time, we don't even recognize what the global impact will be. I mean, the opportunity to use Aireon data signals anywhere on the globe to provide safe and efficient air transport is phenomenal.
We're just at the tip of the iceberg in terms of exploiting the capabilities well beyond the huge ones that are obvious with space-based ADS-B.
Much like the internet has done for communication and knowledge, I think what Aireon will do for aviation will transform the level of knowledge and awareness of not only coverage for airports, airlines, operators, but even the general public, of the ability to track and follow where their loved ones, family, friends, or aircraft are up into the second.
It is going to have a huge impact on safety. It's going to have a huge impact on the efficiency of carriers' operations. It is going to have a huge impact on the way capital is deployed in support of aviation and air traffic control around the world. Aireon changes everything.
It will genuinely improve the performance of the air traffic management industry through improved tracking and surveillance, and with the data that it also generates for other purposes.
Everybody's coming together to create a capability that will provide global impact.